Here we are, off to estate sales. It's still dark out because the first one this morning is from Let's Go Carolina, and they always start at 8 a.m. So it's now 6:38. That'll put me there about 10 minutes before 7. So hopefully I'm in the first group. I don't really care about being in the first anymore after getting to have that a couple weeks ago, because it doesn't really make that much difference. I think what makes the difference is being in the first group to get to go in. So that's my goal, being in the first group. And I will let you know if there's any drama. Maybe we'll see Big Hair Sheila. Maybe we'll see Wayne and Art. You never know. They never want what I want, thank goodness. Because even when Big Hair Sheila is like number one in the group, a few times I've been in houses with her or doing estate sailing, she never looks at the things I look at. She looks at a lot of clothes and handbags and stuff like that, which sometimes I do, but for the most part I don't really care. I'm more about the books and tchotchkes and dishes, so we'll see. Well, that was a fun estate haul. It was done by the girls of Let's Go Carolina. They're always in pink shirts. They're always pretty cheerful and happy. And the stuff, they always get great sales. Sometimes it's a little pricey, but for the most part, it's good sales. And today was a good one. That's probably one of the better ones I've been to as far as finding stuff that's right up my alley. There was a lot of cat stuff and churches and books and dishes. And I got a little bit of footage. I was going to take more, but then it just got away from me, because that's the one thing I would love to film, the whole, like, people do thrift with me and they take you through the thrift stores. I would love to do that with estate sales, but you gotta be kind of on top of stuff because it's first come, first grab, so maybe one of these times when I've gotten all the things I want to get, I'll be able to walk back through the house a little bit and take some video of like some of the stuff that's there, so you can kind of sort of estate sale shop with me. So we'll see, but I'll share the little footage I got. There's probably things in there I wish I'd bought to resell in my Etsy shop, but it is what it is, and I did find good stuff, and I'm pretty excited to share the haul with you. And a little bit of always some stories. Love to share all the stories with you, the people I meet and see. So stay tuned for more. Okay, so that was probably the best haul for myself anyway, as far as what I found for me and for my shop, and it was a lot of fun. There was so much stuff there, and the people run at Let's Go Carolina mentioned that they have one coming next week that they said is even bigger. It's a 3-day sale. But there's also one, I believe, in Wade, which is about 21 minutes north of here, or half hour north of here, north and east, and it looked really large too, so I'm gonna have to pick my battles which one I want to go to or not. Maybe I'll leave it up to you. You can let me know. Do I go to Wade or do I go to Let's Go Carolina? See which way we go. But this one I'm going to call the cat's Meow, because the lady collected a lot of cat things, which I was in heaven because I love kitties. But obviously can't have everything in my house cat. But I did buy a few cat things for myself. And while we were waiting, I was number 7 in line, which I'll take. First group is best. Being number 1, it's overrated, at least in estate sales. So whatever. There was there was 3 ladies in front of me, and then 2 gentlemen. And one of the gentlemen's, his wife was waiting in the car because it was too cold, which it was about 40, and it is chilly. I mean, here in North Carolina, we're a little spoiled. We like it to be a bit warmer. I used to have my Nebraska thick skin, so I was ready for it, but nah, I'm acclimated now. I like it warmer. So anyhow, the one gentleman whose wife was waiting in the car was enrolled in the Army, and he's retired since then. And the other gentleman had been in the Navy. Told me that when he was fresh out of high school and 18 years old, he was wanting to go into Air Force, but him and his buddies, 18 naive, 3 months later, after some drunken binges, realized that they were now in Navy boot camp. So, go figure, people. So they had quite some stories to tell. Some I won't necessarily share because, you know, little military humor. If you've served in the military or know people in the military, you probably know how that humor goes. A little bit. Anyhow, let's get into the haul. I bought a big basket because I want to use it under my hobby table in my new hobby room. I did a makeover, so that video will probably be out by the time this one is. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. You can check out my hobby room makeover because my husband and I used to share it, and now he has a studio and the hobby room's all mine. So had it painted and rearranged and just set up, have myself a gallery wall. I'm so excited. I love it. So if you haven't watched it, please watch that video and you can see the transformation. But anyway, I'm going to share my haul now. So I bought this wreath. Let's see, there it actually has a hanger. I know it's probably, you know, some people are like, ooh, it's not the best. And there is a clump of glue here, so I might put a ribbon, or maybe I can find another little berry or something to stick there to hide the clump of glue. But I figure it'd be great hanging up, or I could do it like this and put a candle in it. So for $2, I couldn't pass on it because I could always find something to do with it for $2. Then still got the sticker on it, $2 for this old frame, because I do have a picture coming that I want to say is an 8x10, and even though it's an old frame, it has the hook on it here, so I can hang it on my gallery wall to add to the gallery wall, because I have a picture coming that's an 8x10 that I want to add. Then I got this, I believe it's a tablecloth. I'm not sure of the size, but I love the pattern of it, and my thoughts are, if it's large enough, I want to put something in between, like quilting, or if you're a seamstress, you know that there's a certain kind of liner that you can put in between when you quilt to make it stronger, so that on this side will be the back, and then on the front side I'll get like plain, you know, simple cotton or linen, and then I want to handkerchiefs in a pattern on it to make it almost like a patchwork quilt, but all out of handkerchiefs on one side. And then this would be the back, which I think is really fun because it does kind of have that quilted look. So when that's finished, if you'd like to see a picture, let me know in the comments and I'll post maybe a short of how it looks when it's finished. Or maybe if I'm ambitious, I would actually like film it. But I don't know. I'm not the best filmer. I do the best I can, but I'm not as seasoned as some other people. It's real life with me. You get what you get. Trying to take the sticker off this one because I absolutely hate stickers. People that leave stickers and tags on stuff, I don't comprehend it because that is not for me. If you've seen any of the pictures that I have posted of my bathroom, they're usually typically shorts that show my bathroom. On the bathroom wall, I have collected hand mirrors because I think they're so beautiful. And I actually found one at the estate sale this time. And I know it's got some damage, but I don't care. I love the pattern. I love the pink. I love the shape. So I can't wait to add that to my mirrors. Then I got some books. Bible ABC picture book. I love the pictures. I mean, look at that. Another one. I think the pictures are so, I'm a sucker for pictures in a book. It says copyright 1924 and 1939. Another picture. But look at the outside with Jesus and the sheep, the shepherd, the good shepherd. Beautiful. Can't wait to have this and display it. Then I also got this little book, Life Together, by, I know his last name, but let's get his, Dietrich Bonhoeffer. Now, if you're not familiar with Bonhoeffer, he was big during World War II. He was a pastor, and he opposed the Third Reich and Hitler. And he even for a while was in a part of a group to try and assassinate Hitler. And it ended up that they captured him, arrested him, and like about a month, I want to say, if I remember correctly. If I'm not, look it up and you'll know. But just before the war was over, he was killed because of his stance of staying true to Christ and the Christian life. So this is his book, Life Together. So I'm anxious to read that because I have read some of his stuff and I find him very inspiring as a Christian man. And then I got these two books because I remember them from my childhood. Donald Duck's Toy Sailboat and Four Little Kittens. And I love little golden books. And I may already have the Four Little Kittens, I'm not sure, but I wanted to be sure I have it, and loved this story with Chip and Dale and Donald, and how he had a model sailboat and the chipmunks took it out and treated it like a real sailboat. I love that story from my childhood. Then this, I already have one of these, so I bought this to put in my shop. So isn't it super cute? I mean, look at that face. You could use it as a candy jar. You could put a candle in there. It's so cute. So he's going to go in my shop. If somebody wants a pumpkin for fall that's super cute and vintage, there he is. Then I bought a clear plate hanger. Isn't that exciting? But I do, or not hanger, display, but I like my cake displays, plate displays, because I use them quite often in my hutches. So I figured another one won't be a bad thing. Then I got these two little guys from my shop, Mr. and Mrs. Santa. Look at these old vintage guys. Aren't they so cute? And they're ice skating. And they're in great condition. Mrs. Santa with her little glasses. Aren't those so cute? So if you're someone that likes to collect vintage ornaments, they'll be in the shop. Santa has a little bit of worn on his tips, but for the most part, they're in great shape. Then I bought this guy for myself. How cute is he? Look at that smile. Isn't he so cute in his little skeleton? I mean, he was a little bit pricey. He's the most expensive thing I bought today, but it says Janelle Betzman's Pumpkin Seeds Folk Art, and it's 2007. Oh, Janelle Berryman. My favorite pumpkin man is what it's called. I love his little face. It just makes me smile. So can't wait to use him for Halloween for myself. Then I bought this book, Fayetteville and Fort Bragg in Vintage Postcards. Since we live in Fayetteville, I thought it would be cool to have all those pictures. There's the market house. And I love history. And since we live here, I love to know the history of Fayetteville. On the back, it's got the recreation hall. So, good book. And they have them around here in different places, but they're usually not cheap. So, I think I paid $4 for it. So, that was a good buy. Then I bought this. This is a Ainsley Made in England Fine Bone China Pembroke. So, I'm assuming it's a little candy dish, but look. And it's definitely fine bone china because it has a great transparency, and it still has its sticker on it. Established 1775 or 73. Ainsley, but the flowers and the birds, isn't that beautiful? 1775. Sometimes I can't read that well. That's what happens with old age. Then we have this little church. And I love that it still has its spire, and it's you can kind of see through the glass a little bit transparent. So I'll add it to my church collection because I do like to collect. Well, you can see them behind me, my little villages. I collect anything that catches my eye as far as a cottage, but definitely specifically churches. I don't know why I love to collect the churches. Then this is for myself. I don't know if it has handmade in Uruguay, but look at the kitty. That's why I want to say this is the cat's meow, because she had like 5 or 6 different styles of the cats like this. I mean, the same style, same maker, but maybe it was a calico, maybe it was a ginger. This one is definitely Siamese. Then she had some other cat figurines and some other cat figurines and cat ornaments and cat tchotchkes and knickknacks. She had a bunch of kitty cats. And I'm not saying anything's bad with that because I love kitties, so I think that's pretty amazing. And we have some dripware. Thought this was a beautiful little picture if you're into some of the dripware and brown dishes. I love creamers. Something about that small size. I just love them. And then I already have 2 swans that are trinket boxes, but then there's this one. And the detail work on the roses does look like they're a little bit nicked, so there might be some petals missing. But honestly, you can't really tell because it's so beautiful. It'd be fun to put like a little If you didn't want to use it for trinkets, you could put like a little succulent or a faux plant in it. So I thought that'd be good for my shop. Got myself another little tiny frame. I like the little frames like this. I think they're kind of fun. Then this is going in my shop. I would keep it, but I don't need to keep any more things besides what I want to keep already. But it's a measuring spoon set, and they're all kitty cats. So if you're a kitty cat lover, how cool is that? They're so fun. So got those to add to my shop. They're still on their original markings. It looks like it says it's from the World Market. So they're not old, but they're still cool. So there's those. Then I got this set of teaspoons. I like the old look of them. Looks like there's 6. I don't know how old they are, but I love the old spoons like this for tea and desserts. My husband's going to think I'm nuts since I've started collecting silverware, but it is what it is. And I got this little jar that's going to go in my shop if somebody's interested. I'm not sure what you'd put in it, but I like that it's got the little bird on it. I was going to say, it almost looks like something's missing there, but I don't think so. I think it's just a flaw now it's made. And I want to say it's, correct me if I'm wrong, it's pressed glass. And I didn't even notice it until looking at it now, but I don't know if you can see it in here. There's little bird images here on the bottom too. So if someone's looking for a cute little bird trinket dish, this will be in my shop soon. And then this, I bought simply because it's a cat, and I thought I can hang it or set it somewhere in my kitchen. But someone told me, and I don't know if you know, and if you do, gold star for you, because I didn't. She said this is when you're in the oven and you want to pull the rack out to see something or pull your pan out. You catch it with the tail and pull it out. And then say you're done looking at it and you want to push it back in, then that's what this is, to catch the pan or the rack and push it back in, so you don't have to get out your oven mitt or obviously definitely not touch it yourself. So, and it was only $1, so I'll take that. Thought that was fun. Then I like these little villages. I already have a couple that I got at an antique store. And let me get I covered up the best part with a sticker. So here's the fire station. The detail of it, the fire trucks. And then this one is just, I don't think it says what it is. Oh, it's a library. So there's the library. It's got the little windows at the back, but I love these little rooms, these little tiny houses. Like I said, I have a couple, so I'll add that to my collection. Then there's also this little house. I just love the detailing in them. And then this one's a little cottage. And they had several others, but those were the only ones that really caught my eye. Then I'm not sure why I bought it, because I thought it was cute, but it's a little tiny frog. Might stick it in one of my plants or something, but. And then there was also, let me get the sticker out. There was also this teeny tiny little church. Let me see if, there we go. There's the doorway into the church. So I can add that with my church collection. These little churches. Then I got 5 handkerchiefs to add. 4 are for me to add to my quilt that I want to make. So there's this one with the blue and the daisies. They were only $1 a piece, which I was so excited about, because I've been trying to collect handkerchiefs for quite some time now, but everyone always prices them $3, $4, and $5 a piece, and it's like, I don't want to pay that kind of money. This one I actually bought for my daughter because her middle name is Elizabeth, and I'm assuming that's the person that lived here's name, but it's got Elizabeth there on it. So I thought that would be a great one for her, plus with the pink roses on it. I know she loves pink, so that one's for my daughter. And then I bought this one for my collection to put onto the quilt. And I don't even care, like you can see that there's a little hole and staining. I don't care, because like I said, I'm going to put it onto the quilt and back it, so that way it's stronger and sturdier, but then it will be a beautiful pattern. And then there's this one with these flowers. kind of look a little bit like tulips, but not quite. I don't know my flowers that well. And then this last one that almost looks like, reminds me of either a Cosmo or a Bachelor button. So this one, I try and collect colorful different ones. And I'll have to see how many I have now, because I might have enough to actually make the quilt finally. So that'll be exciting. And then I bought the little silver baby spoon. I don't know if you can see the little detailing on the handle, but I love these little old spoons, especially the baby spoons. I don't know why, I'm just kind of a sucker for them. And I don't care that it's got all the patina on it. I love that patina. I love that it's tarnished. And then the two last things I got was, I'll show you the basket. Nice big square basket. I'm going to remove the liner because I don't really care about it, and use that under my hobby table. And then this was a set of, someone had suggested before, when you have bookends, to use them for a doorstop, which we have a couple of doorstops, because we have the 3-bedroom doors that we have doorstops for. Actually 2. One of them needs a doorstop that we don't have. And then there's a door that divides the kitchen and the dining room. And actually it's a half door. It's a Dutch door. So you can open the top and shut the bottom. And the same with the door here in the hallway that leads to the library. So if you wanted to cut off half the house where the library, kitchen, and office were, you could shut that part of the house off. And we have done it before for different reasons, like when we've had company and we wanted to keep pets out of the kitchen, or when they were redoing our roof last year and one of the workers accidentally fell through the roof and there was a giant hole in my kitchen, which I wish we could have left it as a skylight because it was gorgeous, but they put everything back. But anyhow, someone has suggested using bookmarks as doorstops. So look at this set of bookmarks that looks like books. So they're nice and heavy, but look at that. I've been wanting some doorstops, but I was being really picky because I wanted them to be something that I liked. Instead of just getting a bookend to just get a bookend, I wanted something that would go with my decor and something that was my style. So I love this. And one actually has marked on the bottom, PM Craftsman, made in Eaton Park, Florida. So, but I can't wait to use these. I'll probably use them for the library door and the one to the kitchen that's part of the in the dining room, and use them for those 2 doors. But anyhow, that's my haul. So stay tuned for, if I style anything, it will be next, and I will add it to this video so you can see how things are styled that I've kept. And if I don't style anything, come back soon, and I hope you come drop by and visit me again for the next haul or house tour or whatever I'm up to. So, and thanks for joining me, friends. I hope you have a wonderful day, and come back and see me real soon, okay? Here is our library. And now I can get rid of this really ugly doorstop and use, get rid of some cat fur, this for my doorstop. How cool is that? In a library. Perfect. Makes me so happy. Yay. There, now I put that one here. This is the door from the dining room. There's Lenny, cat toy, kitchen. And now this book stop. Yay! So there's all of my mirrors on the wall. I need more Velcro strips because what you do is you put the Velcro strip on the mirror and then you can press it right onto the wall. Because I'm not ever going to use them like a traditional hand mirror. I just like the art on them. So my question is for you, do I move the small one and put this one here and then take the small one and put it up there by the other small one? Do I put it up here, in which case it's getting pretty tall and it kind of doesn't really want to fit? I thought about just starting over here and coming down this side, and then that way I can add some more down this side and still have room up there and up there for like smaller ones. I don't know, what are your thoughts? So here we are in my newly done made over hobby room. And this was underneath looking like GIMP. So until I get these finished, these are all family photos I need to scan. So I'm just now can store them in the basket underneath, and it looks nicer instead of having them in an Amazon box. And then that can sit under my hobby table, and it looks much nicer. And my new Siamese kitty, I think I'm going to put in here in our bedroom next to a Siamese cat I already have. I already have this one that I bought off eBay, and I can scoot him over a little bit. And there, now they can be together as friends. That one's actually musical, which is another reason I was inclined to buy it. But there you go, right on my dresser. Okay, I'm gonna add the churches to my collection. I think I'll put the itty bitty church right here. And I think there's some good space to put the blue church back there. Maybe. I don't know, I like all these different things. This one's kind of dark, so maybe I'll move it over here. And I'll bring this little house down here. Because I love that little house. And maybe I'll put the blue church over there. Slide all this stuff over just a little. See the windows. So we can do that with this. I do think I'll bring these over a little bit. I don't care if that one shows as much, but I still love it because it reminds me of Little House on the Prairie, just like this one. And they may be only one color, but I don't care. So there, now you can see the little church in there. And the itty bitty baby church. The church had a church. Maybe that's like your regular church and your microsite.